Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Disco Elysium. Last episode we did the church stuff. There were a lot of stuff doing there. And now we are going to continue exploring the island. So let's continue over here. A dead phone and a smashed receiver like someone hung up too hard. Okay, what is that? Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. What is this? Use it. What is that?
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Okay, leave. Yeah, I don't need to call anyone. At least not right now. Okay, let's continue. But we have a phone here. Super important. And a lot of stuff. What is this? Give me all your money. What is that? A makeshift roof. Bargains we have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. And what is in here? Nothing. The trap will keep neither the rain or snow. Nor wind. Okay. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Glasses, perception, and encyclopedia +2. Okay. Bargain have recently painted trap red and the water drips over it. Clothes, and what do I have for glasses? Logic and authority. No, let's leave that glasses. I don't care not having authority. Okay. Harry doesn't have authority. Boost, electrical flows through the wires and the audible power.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Taking a closer
It's
look.
streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
It might be a clue. No, why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Nah. Okay, man. No, don't get angry at me. I'm just having fun. Okay, we have something there. Yeah, this map is gigantic. Give me money. What do you have here? A big wine canister open and empty. We have people here. Who are you? Okay, be careful.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness.
Yeah, a drunk
Only
person.
death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
What is this? The coin-operated viewer has been out ordered for years. So stop messing with the coin viewer and hold out on something. Wind so strong. Okay, let's talk to the man.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
He's dead.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to a corpse and examines his face. Two building eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Search his
You
pockets.
find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all.
Yeah, man, imagine dying here in the snow all alone. Study surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Stepped on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Examine the bottle.
0.75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
He looks at the other bottle forgotten near on the coin-operated beer. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Okay, step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks out the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
This is an omen. A sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
He looks like me. I could have ended just like him. Dead or something empty boardwalk in a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
The lieutenant points to the ring on the man's left hand and the flesh around the swollen and grave.
Or, what if you are?
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Do you think he was drunk? Point at the
Oh
bottle.
yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Okay, let's
It
conclude.
does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found it. We should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Okay, let's drop a save. And let's interact. We have a billion stuff to interact with, so let's start with everyone. Let's start with myself.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You, Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glance and the badge in your hand. Destroy the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
That's awful.
Good choice. A newer photo would look as if
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
Ah, he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see
Okay,
lines
name Harry Dubois.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Harry? Okay. Harry Dubois, is it then? Accepted.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it.
Okay,
catching
rank.
light.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Why is a Lieutenant Double U Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And a double U Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're double Freighter. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decontage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Turn back to the
Such a
document.
small
Yeah, I'm
yet
not going to say.
precious thing.
Okay,
Expensive.
serial.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good
Date of
measure.
issue 7 of the
They
November of
haven't.
50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters
pressing
are never
41?
easy on you.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops.
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
It's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand.
Okay, put the badge away. And we level up. Well, we're going to level. Let's get on our pointed logic. I'm having a good time with logic, and yeah, let's get on our point to logic, and then I will go to visual calculus, I think. Okay, let's open here. Now, what do we have here? A book of the premiere for kids. Yeah,
Hold
we'll
in your
probably.
hand the colorful primer.
Yeah, I will
The
just skip
alphabet.
this.
Every page has one word. A is H is for Q. That's it. You know that.
Good.
It is a very useful.
Okay. And now, the library card.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Billy Mejean.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005.
Okay.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Méjean.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Let me see.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the there.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Yeah, man.
A
Picking the
tragedy.
trash. The lieutenant looks at the can with watering from the smell.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Examine the kebab
You
wrapper.
see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell.
Okay. We're done here. Let's continue. Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Do we have anything else here? No. So we just found a body. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, let's continue. Can I go all the way down? I'm seeing something there. What is this? Bars cover the glass, dusty windows. Okay, I don't know what is this. Oh, we have a kid and a father. Yeah, I will talk to them in a moment. Take all the money. Another power box. Charge nothing. It's empty. Fence block the path. No one from here. Okay, let's talk to the kid and the...
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
The lieutenant nods. You and Kim know each other? Proceed.
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his warm theme coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into verbs lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
He pats his on the head.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Great, thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Okay, let's check this cartel. What is this?
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant writes the color of his bomber jacket. Turn away. Okay, we don't have anything else here. We can go all the way down. I want to check behind the church. Come over here. What are you doing? Okay, I can come over here. Hey, grab this loot. More money. You gave me money. There is a sealed concrete here, Azur. I want to go all the way behind the church because I don't know if I have something there. Let me have a look. Yeah, that I'm 100% sure is nothing there that I want to check it out. Yeah, we have something here. Yep. What is this? This barrel has been recently discarded. Still smells of fuel. The chain of the threads turns into the action to know who, where. And what do we have here? The rusty gear used to turn the whole machine. Okay, let's touch the door.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Could this structure have to be used to take out the shot?
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Yeah, let's walk away. Yeah, we have 3% chance and it's a check we can do again. So I won't try it. Okay, what do we have here? You mean? Shirt, empathy, rhetoric. Okay, that's a good shirt. We have a lot of empathy, so you can put it. What else do we have here? Cigarette butts clean away under the rock, brand, tumor toys. Someone made a campfire here not a long time ago. A rusted broken control box for the radio relay tower. This ladder is too much rusty to climb the sea, and the earth has eaten away. The relay tower coordinates boat trafficking in the bay. Tiny inlets there, off in the far distance where the postal trade tower. And what do we have here? Oh, shivers! Oh, but we have -1 physical instrument, -2 physical instrument. I'm not going to put that. Okay, we have anything else here? Here we can go all the way down? Yes. And right here, that is the dead man. But rising your soul, it casts its long shadow over you. Nothing. Come. Yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. I was going to, yeah, I want to be 100% sure, and we're missing that door. I need to remember 3%. It's probably we're not going to get it, but yeah, you never know. Remember, I need to get back to the city to do this woman quest, but that will be later. Probably tomorrow, the next day that we can come here. Okay, open here. The beams are split. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. The artillery broke it. Yeah, this is a war area. Oh, we have you. You are the man that we are looking. Tiny cages carefully constructed. And what do you have here? The soggy log smell of ignition fluid, and still they won't like that. Okay, and here? These heavy military blockers are riddled with the bullet holes crumbling. And more money. We have anything else there? No. And here we have something. What are your personal
That patch
thoughts?
of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
Wait, I can't see anything
You
interesting.
don't have a reason to.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Boy bobs in the water. The number says 11. He's saying that I have something here, or I'm just getting nuts. What is that? More money. And here? No vote on the loads on the house today. Okay, we have something there. And glasses. Saber fire. Okay. This selection code hasn't been used in decades. Okay, let's go to two people. To these two men. They are the researchers that we are looking, and he's probably the husband of the lady when we just spoke. Okay, let's talk to him. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near the ocean.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me she's been really worried about you and she's waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the A81.
The water lock had me fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. With the whole story. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's better not to say it.
We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Okay.
This is a man possessed, always on the brink of some breakthrough. He won't leave if there's a sliver of hope. The great find might happen today.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
He roughs tends a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we've finished with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks outside where Lena will be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
Yeah, here, Gary.
Leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know that phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She's hid the phasmid?
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
He quotes, then continues.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Another code into his fist this time. Maybe you could go back to Whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this.
No, I'm not going to check out the traps for him. Tell me about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Nah, I don't want to get into this. This is crazy. How is more important your traps than your life, man? Let me ask something else.
What?
Okay, let me go. You should go, man. Let me talk to Gary. Can I talk to you?
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer? Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Really? You just said that?
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows
Yeah, I'm going to
slightly
kick his
and
ass.
takes out his notebook.
Yeah.
Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about. After a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates. This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you're being tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
He gazes shifts to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people.
Do you know anything about the man hanging behind the whirling racks?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Is this your mug? Hold the yellow man mug.
My mug? Why would you think that?
Cause you say yellow man, that's not something many people go around saying.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone.
It still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found in the scene of the lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry.
He paused.
You're not going to find me, are you?
No, Gary, just one information.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Gary, did you put the clothes of the murder victim, the man who was hanging behind the whirling racks, into the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Do?
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changed his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
The lieutenant remarked drolly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before.
What is that
but
strange sound?
where?
What sound?
The clicking I just heard when you move.
Really?
He fancies out slowly, and this time his motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash, Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles. The smell of decay. The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
You wouldn't know anything about the victim missing armor, will you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
Okay, let's move on for now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
If easy to relieve, it's over.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
Yeah, let's tell them. So Gary, you live nearby an apartment in Martinez. Point the direction.
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Have you found your door open lately?
In my home. Yes. When I was going to... How did you know?
Mr. Errol Claire thought it was necessary to unlock your apartment.
Mr. Clare unlocked my apartment?
No, I did per his request.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
Really, I don't even know what it was about. I just opened a door.
Whatever it is, tell him I'm silent as the grave. I was probably talking too loud in the whirling the other night about some theories. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation.
You were surprised to see my college, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you have a problem with the Zeolites?
No problem at all.
He flashed an impenetrable smile at the lieutenant.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here, if you can remember it.
Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Okay, yeah, this went pretty smooth. Okay, let's continue exploring this coast. So I was looking over here. We have a lot of stuff. Okay, what do you have? The boathouse is shortly constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Oh, we have something there. Grab it. More money. Okay, give me money. Okay, we don't have anything else. Okay, what do we got? Can we come here? Okay. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shattered bench covered in rust. And what is this?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look here, more bullet holes. Something definitely going down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Say nothing, just not.
The lieutenant also nods. It is quite a scene. The two of you standing next to the broken wall of an abandoned building, nodding along.
Not even more.
The lieutenant is nodding so hard it looks like his head is about to snap off his neck.
Stop nodding.
All right. I'm glad we stopped when we did. My neck was starting to hurt.
Nah.
If there's nothing more, we should get going.
Okay, let's drop a save. See a try. I can retry this one.
Scattering of bullet holes is spread across
Okay,
the cracked
I can.
wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Why these many bullets holes?
A row of
beautiful.
ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There
I'm
are
going to get
many
going
of
to
them,
visual calculus.
a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
Oh crap. They execute them.
10 meters away, Other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon.
The art in this game is beautiful. I love it.
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
Why is
The
this?
abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and
Yeah.
every one of them.
This was an execution. Who were they?
Foreign dissidents, unwashed criminals, and hoi polloi. Such is your belief, officer. Maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming.
Look at the line of the soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Looking the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
King who was in this execution.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe
You maybe mentioned the coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Okay.
a cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
Okay. Wow, that was heavy. The sign says enter, I don't know, something. An old ticket board. There's no operation. People pay money to park here. They will. No one will pay now. Okay. Let's come here to this box. And let's open it. Give me money. Let's drop a save. Oh, more money. Give me more money. I'm getting a little bit rich. I probably can pay to Kim. The door's not only bar suited, it's inaccessible. Here. A door building hiding a place, could an instigator be inside? And we don't have anything else here? No. Okay, let's go all the way back. I can say to this man that I will take care of his traps so he can go. I don't want to do that. That would be super annoying. Yeah, I don't want to be attached to a task that I need to come in some hours. But let me check out first the. Well, what happened if I say that? Let me check. If not, I will reload. Yeah, if you say I need to come these and hours.
What can I do for you, officer?
Why did I check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Kai is my method. I'm a Scion. We're looking for someone hiding on this very coast. Looking for another thing may lead us to her.
Why not? At least it will give us the excuse to look into a lot of reeds.
That it will. That it absolutely will. I hope you brought your good boots.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope.
He
And
gestured
among
to
them,
the trap in front of him.
you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
What if I encounter the plasmid on the wall?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay on me. Okay, present your armpit. He does you with the odd smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied note.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
Okay.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain and he puts his spray back to his pocket. Okay.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
Hey, have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary?
No. No, of course not. Why?
Are you sure?
Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up.
He doesn't want to say it, but this is unusual. Gary's been to the jungle with him, to places way more challenging than the coast. Why so eager to go home?
Okay, let's get going. Yeah, we already know. Because he's being treated by the elf rat and probably has something to do with the armor. Okay, let's continue exploring this area. Okay, what do we got? The water runs off the west of the spring broken. Okay, we can continue through here. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear the chirrup. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? Ah, okay, we are all the way back. All the way back. Okay, so it means that we are only missing this spot to explore. And we can pass. What? Oh, it's closed. So we already explored everything? Yeah, lady. Let me talk to you. You know something about the dead man?
Tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was a bullet under your floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You return the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She begins slowly whirling out of a rug after a long slice. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water slosh over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the Lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must hear your kinema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Is the room exactly as she left?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushed her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
What do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shaking, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation, my man.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Spread your hands.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Okay.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son. She really believes that.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Okay, goodbye.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
And we level up. Oh man, visual calculus. Yeah, give me. I'm not going to think it twice. That stuff is super useful. And people, I think I will leave this episode here. We are going to go after Ruby. Yeah, and I will do the other secondary quests in the next day. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my social media. See you on the next video. Bye bye.